Hey homeowners, you're being drastically underpaid by $14,500 on an average for your wind and hail claims in the Midwest. In the next few minutes, I'm going to expose some of these deceptive tactics that your insurance companies are using against you as homeowners and business owners. Now we know that the insurance process is never an easy thing. We have developed a template, sort of a checklist for you that we created here to help navigate you through the claims process. And if you want a copy of that, just feel free to drop a line underneath and we can get that over to you immediately. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Elijah and I'm one of the partners here at Romans Roofing. Last year in 2023 alone, we were able to help homeowners all across Northwest Indiana in over $7 million of insurance claim proceeds. And 95% of those were storm-related damages. Let's get after it. There are three tactics in particular that the insurance companies will almost guaranteed use against you. One tactic is them sending out a third-party representative to take photos of your home, essentially a photographer, but they're labeling this person as a ladder assist. This person has no affiliation to your insurance company, yet for some reason, they're out there assessing the property damage. This person also gets paid a flat rate. So whether you get bought, denied, he's there for 2 minutes, or he's there for 40 minutes, it doesn't make a difference. That gentleman made the amount of money he was going to make. When it gets over to your desk adjuster, who, keep in mind, has never laid eyes on the property one time, that desk adjuster then says he doesn't see the damage. And don't even try to ask for the pictures. Yep, you guessed it, they won't be provided to you. I had a client who unfortunately had a claim that they had to take out for wind and hail. Upon the arrival of the adjuster of their insurance company, he walked up on a ladder, got on the roof, and marked a 0 on front of the roof and on the back of the roof. He then got down, said he didn't see anything, got in his car and drove away. That adjuster was there a total of 2.5 minutes. That adjuster denied that claim. We had to fight for 6 months to get a reinspection on that property. These are the things that we're seeing on a more and more common basis out here.
Next, we will see how tricky policy details and not understanding them can lead to denied claim of obvious damage. It's important to understand the literature inside of your policy.
One homeowner that we represented through Northwest Indiana last year actually had hail and wind damage on their property. We met with the adjuster out there, he took photos, documented it, and he agreed that it was hail and wind damage. 2 days later, when we got a report back from the desk adjuster for that same homeowner, it was determined that their roof and their siding was covered for everything except for leaking, missing shingles, or hail damage. And the siding was not covered for hail damage because they listed cosmetic damage as hail damage. Therefore, this homeowner was not able to get siding and roofing, despite the fact that the adjuster also agreed that there was plenty of hail and wind damage on there. The problem is that a lot of homeowners don't understand the policies that you are purchasing. These agents aren't fully explaining things to you. They're not fully defining what the language is inside these policies, and you're purchasing them. In a world where less is more, unfortunately, in the insurance aspect, it's not. The lesser you pay in a premium usually means the lesser coverage you're going to get on the back end. Please make sure that you're assessing these policies and doing a thorough read through and having an understanding of them before you guys agree to these policies. In Northwest Indiana and the Chicagoland area, we see a lot of crazy weather. 1 week can be 90 degrees, the next day can be 30 degrees. That's just how we are. So you need to make sure that the policies of which you're purchasing, that it actually protects you from all weather that we see. Last but not least, one of the huge problems that we run into in this area are repairs. Now, when an insurance company comes out and assesses the property and they say that the roof doesn't need to be replaced, but it needs to be repaired, there's a possibility that they are correct. However, as a homeowner, you should always have the entire roof assessed by a roofing professional. The reason for that is because some of the material is not on the market anymore. And when the material is not available, it's impossible to do a repair. But the insurance company's not going to tell you that, because if you do a repair, it protects them further in the future. Should another storm come across and damage the home, they actually don't owe for a uniform roof anymore at that point. Why? Because you already did a repair and it's mix match. And mix match to them means they don't ever have to fully replace that roof. They could just patch in any shingle that they deem necessary that they believe works for your home. You're actually devaluing it at that point. What the insurance company is hoping is that they can send you a $600 check for the shingles that need to be replaced, and you just take that check and say, hey, you know what? It didn't get covered. I'll get them next time. I'll move on for the next storm. The insurance companies know right out the gate that 7 out of 10 people don't have thousands of dollars in their banks to finish out the repairs. So when they give you that $600 or $700 check, they're actually hoping that you cash that check and don't do the work because it makes their job a lot easier. In the insurance world, if they can get 7 of 10 of you to bail out on your claims because of the lack of understanding them or for whatever reason, that's a win in their book. Remember, insurance companies are profiting billions of dollars. They know what they're doing. Imagine having the damage in the home and having to wait for the insurance company to provide the check to replace this, and that same company you're relying on to pay you out for the damages is trying everything that they can to deny that damage as the damage continues to get worse and worse and worse over the course of time. Now you know some of the tactics being used against you when taking out a claim, whether you're a business owner or a homeowner. Keep in mind that we do have this checklist that we created to help navigate you through that entire process to make it a little bit easier for you. If you're interested, drop a line below and we'll send that over to you. Hopefully you found this video helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video.